everybody. It is Dodgers Territory coming to you live, a brand new episode of Dodgers Territory Postgame. I am Alanna Rizzo. That is Clint Pasillas. It was a good postgame. I was a little worried there for a hot second. I texted you. I was like, if they tie this game, meaning the San Diego Padres, I'm going to bed. It's 1:30 almost in the morning on the East Coast, but well worth staying up because the Dodgers have won the ball game that is taking the first two games of a 3-game set from the San Diego Padres. I'll take it. It wasn't pretty necessarily, a little sloppy at times, but they got the dub.
At times, I'll go. At times feels loose. This game was wild. This game had everything. I feel like I can hear what's his name, Stefan on SNL talking to Seth Meyers about, oh, this club had everything. It was a nightmare of a game. And poor Dave Roberts gets hosed early. So he had to watch this shit in his office.
Danny Lehman coming out of the dugout. You don't see Danny Lehman having to come out of the dugout very often.
But guys, sound off in the comments. Let us know what you think about this game. Like, subscribe to the show, all that kind of stuff. We're announcing the Dodgers Territory store is open and ready for business a little bit later in the show. But yeah, Dodgers win their 45th game of the season. Tanner Scott comes in, closed the door against his old club. And again, just wild effing game. I'm imagining Doc does not have very much tequila left in that special tequila bottle he keeps under his desk.
Yeah, but that's all right. I mean, he has other ways to have some accoutrements of things that he can drink.
Oh yeah, he's still loaded. He's still loaded.
Was nuts. I mean, it was a massive back and forth game. There was a lot of really good. The really good being Will Smith and Andy Pajes. There was a lot of like, what are we doing? Some questionable pitching, some questionable things, but that's okay. I mean, I'll take it. It's not this is not going to play in the postseason, but this will play in the middle of June when you're trying to figure things out. And we do this in terms of getting a Game 2 win in the series, Clint, without the offensive services of Shohei Ohtani or Mookie Betts, but some other guys further down the lineup did their job.
Yeah, there were crickets there. Of course, we'll dive a little bit more into Dave getting tossed and Trip Gibson tripping balls. Apparently, there's just a lot of things from early in this game. I do want to also complain about Mike Shildt, who is arguably the biggest tryhard in baseball. But when you're talking about the good stuff, Dodgers offense goes off, and by the Dodgers offense, I do mean our boys, William Dill Smith and Andy No Middle Name Pajes on his Baseball Reference, have a couple of games here. Of course, Tommy Edman gets in the mix, Freddie in the mix, as they always are. But 2 homers for AP, 4 for 4 for 44, as Joe Davis so eloquently put it, or elegantly put it, however you want to say it. But first multi-homer game for Pajes, career high 15 homers now on the season, up to 293 on the season. This was a dude who about 2 months ago we had his bags packed for the moon. What a turnaround!
Yeah, he was going to the moon. Yeah, he was going to the moon, and he has arguably been such a consistent offensive player for the Los Angeles Dodgers. I don't know what it is about. Look at this. I don't know what it is about his approach. I don't know if his approach has changed, if he just feels more comfortable, if he's just had more ABs and more reps in the outfield, but he just looks really good defensively. He's improved on both sides of the ball. I think, what was he tonight? 3 for 3?
4 for 4.
4 for 4.
Yeah,
Excuse me. I shorted the man an AB and I shorted the man a hit. 4 for 4. That's a pretty good night. I'd take that any day of the week. So Andy Pajes has been great. Will Smith, again, I've said it before. I'll say it again. And please, if you don't vote, you can't complain. Will Smith should be the starting catcher for the National League in the All-Star game. And obviously his manager, Dave Roberts, has a lot to say about that. But he's earned it. This is not just a favoritism play. This is the kid has earned the right to start in the National League for the Dodgers.
Yeah, I mean, the torch has been passed when it comes to catchers in the National League. You know, it was JT Realmuto for years and years, Yachty in there for years and years. But this is Will Smith's league now. The dude signed this big contract last year, had a really, really good first half, rough second half again. We have enter spring training with some questions talking about his ankle and all this, but the way Doc and the front office have been playing him this year has been perfect. It's been to a T. Even if Dalton Rushing hasn't been great in his role.
That's the perfect thing that you bring up. That's why they brought up Dalton rushing, right? Because they needed somebody to spell Will Smith, to get him off of his legs, to be able to give him a couple of blows, and that's unfortunately why Austin Barnes had to get DFA'd, because they want to see what they can get from Dalton rushing. As much as Austin Barnes was a huge part of this team, it was time for the next wave of backup catchers for now, in terms of backup. Obviously, Will Smith is going to be, eventually he's going to switch to first base. Probably he's not going to be a catcher for the remainder of his career, but for now he is. And we get it. It's a business, and they made the right choice. As much as I like Austin, they made the right choice. But good game for Andy Pasillas, good game for Will Smith. We knew it was going to be a bullpen game. It is what it is. I thought Manny Machado was going to start a fight with Matt Sauer.
But why do we keep getting all the bullpen games, by the way, for post game? I think things just lining up not in our favor.
It's like a Tuesday thing, right? It's a Tuesday thing where we get the bullpen games, but they got the job done. And tomorrow could be a bullpen game too, because Emmett Sheehan's coming back.
Yeah. Emmett Sheehan probably built up to 4, max 5 innings. I think you'd have to be really, really lucky, and the Padres are going to be swinging early. But he's built up to probably about 70 pitches, so he can get some length out of that. And they do have Justin Wroblewski ready to go behind him.
He's effective. You don't know what you're going to get from him.
Exactly. We saw Shohei, and we'll talk more about Shohei on our Thursday show. I'm seeing a few comments as well. One person, BL Boyd, saying the hosts need to talk about Conforto at length. We will talk Michael Conforto more on our Thursday show. We'll make today's show more about the excitement and the stress of this 8-6 Dodgers victory. But another thing, MaddyMan5 Dodge in the chat saying not playing Kim is criminal. Even if Dodgers win, listen, I'm fine with the lineup decisions. I would like to see Ha-Seong Kim, but I do have a note, hat tip to my buddy Jeff Snyder for bringing it up. We haven't seen Kim since being hit on the elbow against the Giants on Saturday, so I'm wondering if there's something barking there.
It is a little questionable, right? We knew that Kim was Dave even said he was going to get more playing time. He wasn't going to completely, get rid of Conforto yet. He still believes in Conforto. But Kim was going to be in there to spell some of these other guys, but maybe that elbow is barking a little bit more than we would like. We would like to believe, but listen, it's hard to argue choices and decisions when they're winning. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's really tough. Listen, Dodgers offense, so good, and they're still misfiring a little right now. Like you said at the top there, Shohei did nothing today. Mookie did nothing today, and they still put up 8 runs. Like that's how good this team is, and it helps when you have a 4-4 night from who was kind of arguably the last dude to make the opening day roster in Andy Pasillas. And you're in a really good spot. Got a couple of super chats, and we also have to take an ad break. Let's go ahead and first hear from our friends at Foul Territory. Then we'll be back and we'll hang out with the chat a little bit more. But here are the boys at Foul.
It is summertime. We are in the thick of golf season. It's always golf season down in Florida, but we're in the thick of golf season across the country. And if someone's looking to get a new club, that logo should say it all. PXG. What do they do?
Go get fitted. Mm-hmm. Go get fitted by one of their master fitters, professional fitters. I've done it. It's helped shave many strokes off my handicap. It is worth it. It's educational. You learn about not only clubs, you learn about shafts, you learn about grips, you learn about angles. They have all the numbers, all the setups that you need to help improve your handicap.
You feel like a VIP when you're there.
100%. They even help my putting, which needed help.
Mm-hmm. There. They help your putting there. That's how cool it is. So schedule your fitting today, and for a limited time, you could save up to 20% on your entire order. Head over to pxg.com/foul. That's pxg.com/foul to save up to 20% on your entire order. pxg.com/FOUL. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
All right, let's dive into some super chats here. We got our friend, our pal, our buddy, Richie Flores with the $4.99 super chat saying, I need to change my underwear after this game. A little TMI from Richie there in Devore. But guess Mike Shildt knows who Andy Pye is now. And, of course, a vintage F the Dodger Stadium parking lot. Yeah, Riz, the whole Shildt thing from yesterday, I'll put the clip up, of course, or this again, where he's like, he tells Andy Pasillas after getting hit, who the fuck are you? Do you think you are, or whatever it was? Well, come on, man. What are you doing here? Like, The kid's having a great
Yeah,
season. He's not one of the superstars.
Right. It seems, well, if he didn't know him before, he knows him now. You know what I mean? Like after the 4-for-4 day tonight, and listen, Mike Shildt knows exactly who Andy Pasillas is. This is a move, in my opinion. And I questioned the Cardinals a lot when they decided to part ways with Mike Shildt. I didn't understand that decision at all, and I thought it was a good decision when AJ Preller and the San Diego Padres decided to hire him. I do think he's a good baseball man, but I also think he's a very emotional manager versus Dave, which is very Dave gets upset when he needs to get upset, but I think that Shildt does it more perhaps as a way to show his team that he has their back. He's Manny's very emotional. I feel like it kind of plays. He's trying to play off of what Manny would do in terms of the emotion of how Manny would be, and that's kind of what Manny. I really thought Manny was going to go bananas against Sauer. I really did.
Way, this was Manny yesterday after the game talking about the whole interaction with Pasillas and whatever. And Andy Pasillas, to his credit, I side with him, and this is not me even being a homer. It's Dylan Cease was, he was painting yesterday. He was dealing, and then all of a sudden, one slips, a 99 or whatever slips to Pasillas' ribs there, and Machado. I agree with that statement there. Shildt is playing to that clubhouse. We know that clubhouse has some interesting. There's some interesting opinions of the Padres clubhouse, we'll say, and the leadership or the style of leadership in that clubhouse. But I guess if it works for them, it works. On the other hand, they're now 5 games behind the Dodgers in the National League West. So Dodgers win the war so far. I think a fight's coming tomorrow. I do think there's going to be a fight.
I don't know. They both got warned tonight. Both sides got warned tonight. Matt Sauer, he had the retaliation for Andy Pasillas getting hit. He plunked. Who was it that got plunked tonight?
Iglesias and Fernando, and then Iglesias was the one afterwards where
it
was after the warning.
There would be. I think it would be stupid if they fought. I don't know, but I do think that Shildt is playing off of what his players expect from him. Yeah. It's just a different style of leadership, but that's fine. Whatever. I don't care. Again, at the end of the day, it's who's winning the series. So far, we are. So I'll take that.
We'll take that, absolutely. We'll also take this $5 super chat from Nomo Oral Sax. Appreciate you. And this is just some love saying, hit the like and subscribe button, guys. Love you guys. Go Dodgers. Thank you very much. Nomo Oral Sax. There you go. There's a...
say that 3 times quickly. That's quite the handle. We appreciate the super chat, but wow, that's quite the handle. No, I can't even do it. Nomo Oral Sax. Woo!
Or maybe there's a comment there. No more oral sex. Anyways, I'm going to move on from there. We also got a comment from Siege Roots, $5 super chat. Thank you very much, saying that the umpire crew is having a really bad day. In the words of Nico Horner, Trip Gibson shouldn't even be allowed to look a Dodger. What does he say? Look at a Dodger jersey this year. Sorry, I get ahead of myself when I get it.
Yeah, that was quite the read there. Siege Roots, the ump crew was terrible. He says.
Yeah, and. Trip Gibson, having himself, some days here with the Dodgers in recent vintage, of course.
That's all right. The automatic ball and strike system's coming. It's fine. It's fine.
That wouldn't count here with the third base base umpire
it doesn't
deciding.
Matter. Pretty soon we're gonna have robots at third base. We're gonna have robots at first. There's gonna be no umpires. It's gonna be fine.
Cats
the
and
warlords
dogs
are taking over.
Living together.
The warlords are taking over. It doesn't matter. Brandon Green, another super chat, $5 super chat from Brandon. Thanks for being a part of the show, my friend. Love you, Alanna. Love you too, man. Thanks. Let Freddie have a day off. Good luck. Play Muncy or Kike. It takes a lot to have Freddie Freeman sit, at least for a start of a game. But I thought he was going to go yard tonight too. Oh, I did. In his final at bat, I was like, ooh, I could feel it. I was wrong, but that's okay.
So I do want to talk a little bit more about the ejection. We've talked around it. Dave tossed for the 13th time in his managerial career. It feels like it's the first time he's been tossed in quite some time. Obviously the nicest dude in baseball. But we're talking 2 steps onto the field before Gibson decides to give him the old heave ho. Is this the weakest ejection in baseball history?
I think Tripp was
tripping.
He was tripping. He was. I think he was probably looking for anything that Dave was going to do. He doesn't want to hear it. He already knows that both of the both of the dugouts are heated. These teams hate each other recently. They hate each other. And I think he knows that, and that's okay. It's fine. It's good for the game. Danny Lehman, it's just so funny. I remember when Danny Lehman was like, I'm getting the title wrong, and I apologize, Danny. I love you, but like some quality control dude. And now he's and for the last few years, he's been the bench coach, and it's just kind of funny to see the evolution of Danny's career. And it's, but again, these two teams don't like each other. Tripp wasn't going to put up with it. I guess you pick your battles, and this could be a preview, my friend, of what's to come again between these two clubs. And again, by the time we play them again, because after the game tomorrow, right, the season series is over, is it not? I mean, how many times do we play these fools again?
I think it's 13 total. So there should be one more home and road.
One more home and away.
Yeah.
All right,
and I think that's it might be in like September or something like that, because the schedule is all wonky. But these two teams will face off one more time, or at least
home and road,
whatever, 6 more times, something like that, which is fun, which is exciting. And hopefully the Padres get back a little bit more on track to make it a little bit more exciting.
But my point with that was the Dodgers are going to be a very different team again.
Yeah.
By the time these two teams meet up once again, because we're hopefully getting some reinforcements back. So I mean, you think about again, Shohei, great, but only threw 28 pitches yesterday, which we understood. We knew that was going to happen. Obviously, a short outing. He's using this to build up instead of doing sim games, and that's fine. Bullpen game today. You don't know what you're going to get with them at Sheehan. So by the time these two teams meet up again, hopefully there's some legitimacy again in the rotation, and we have some legitimate starters, and we know where we are with a better sense of where this team is at that point.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more healthy bodies. We saw Tyler Glasnow throw in live BP today at Dodger Stadium. We'll talk more about that and the latest updates on Thursday's show. I did want to ask, but there's one more super chat, but I did want to ask you, do you think the Ohtani hit by pitch was intentional?
No.
Really? It felt very intentional. Vasquez missed his shot, and then he took it again, and that's, I think, why the warnings were issued. That's ultimately what led to the whole thing.
If anybody tries to hit Shohei Ohtani, they should be banned from baseball.
Well, that plays into this whole thing. Listen, they've got some big dogs over there they could hit. Manny laid out the red carpet for one of Mookie, Shohei, or Freddie getting drilled in this game if one more guy. I mean, it doesn't help when Fernando gets hit.
That's some pretty serious shit. If you intentionally try to hit Shohei Ohtani, like that is cause for World War III, in my opinion.
Hopefully the league takes a look at it.
This guy doesn't do anything wrong.
No.
Right?
No, he was an innocent.
I mean, you don't mess with. That's like messing with the team's mom. Like, you don't do that. Like, there's certain things that you don't do.
I love Team Mom.
You don't hit Shohei.
Don't hit Shohei.
That's like hitting decoy. I mean, what are we doing?
But he's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
You know who wasn't a good boy for the Padres today? We got a $5 super chat from my buddy IB Strokin. Estrada 8 Crow tonight. 5 runs for what's his name? Jeremiah Estrada. I think that's his name. I don't know. I don't know the dude, but he didn't have his best shit, in his own words, 2 games in a row against the Dodgers. So prayers up to Jeremiah Estrada. Deuces. All right, hey, let's hear from our buddies at Foul Territory one more time, then we'll come back, talk a little bit more, and then we will sign off so you can mercifully get some sleep. So we'll be right back.
By now you know that HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit, and that you can choose from 60 recipes every week. But what you might not know is that AJ wants me to describe some of the recent meals that are on the menu. So here we go. Sun-dried tomato grilled cheese sandos. That was easy. Panko-crusted chimichurri barramundi.
Yes.
Let's go.
Nailed it.
That
sounds delicious, too, by the way.
It does.
And listen, as someone that uses HelloFresh a lot, they come in these little bags with all the ingredients in a bag. You take it out of the bag. It gives you instructions, the recipes in there. You got to do a little cooking so you feel like you did some stuff. Highest quality ingredients, just delicious for meals.
That's right. Make your summer enjoyable and delicious by signing up for HelloFresh at HelloFresh.com/FT10FM and then get 10 free meals with a free item for life. That's HelloFresh.com/FT10FM for 10 free meals and a free item in every box, one per box with active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan.
And we're back. Everybody, thank you for supporting the brands and the things that support us here at Dodgers Territory and on the Foul Territory Network. If you're looking for a different way to support us, we appreciate all the super chats tonight, by the way. But if you're looking for a different way, a new way to support Dodgers Territory, myself, Alanna, Rizzo, and everybody involved, check it out.
This is awesome. I'm
Dodgers
so excited. This
Territory
is brand new stuff, you guys. We have a brand new merchandise line with just Dodgers Territory specific stuff. Great stuff. I love that. Drink
cool.
it with the water bottles and the cups and the mugs and the tumblers and all the
That's
different
a
things.
shot glass where I come from. That's a shot glass.
We are official now. We can accessorize. You got to coordinate. Accessorize with all the stuff. I love it. So Dodgers Territory Shop, check it out. Please buy the merch. DodgersTerritoryShop.com is where you can get all of the things.
You could also click on, I think you can click on store here on YouTube as well, and it'll take you straight to it. If you don't want to type, that's too much effort, but the link will be in the description. The link will be in the description of the video, and we'll also put a linked comment. So we already talked around it a little bit. Emmett Sheehan making his first start for the Dodgers since October 7th, 2023, which was a postseason game against the Arizona Diamondbacks. We don't need to talk about that. We need to talk about Emmett Sheehan being back for this team. How you feeling about this kid that we haven't seen in quite some time?
You have said, like the kids say, you've been glazing him a lot. I don't know, because it's been a bit, right, since he's pitched. This is what I have a cautionary tale when it comes to people coming off of the IL. It's just, you don't like simmer the expectations of what we're going to get from anybody. I don't care if it's Sheehan. I don't care if it's Shohei. I don't care if it's Glasnow, Snell, Sasaki, anybody coming back. Let's just remember, it's been a long time since they've had to pitch in a real game situation, and it's just a different feel. So again, I don't have massive expectations. You said that he's built up to about 40 pitches. I mean, that would be wonderful if it was 3 innings. It could be an inning. You just don't know.
It should be closer to probably 65, 70.
Okay, whatever. Yeah. 65, 70. The point being, that could be 4 to 5 innings. If he's efficient and effective, it could be 2 innings. You just don't know what you're going to get. There's going to be some rust there. Temper the expectations. The bullpen looks great tonight. And adrenaline. Yeah. I mean, that's something too. And it's a big game. It's the Padres. It's another statement game for this club. Again, as I mentioned, they can't stand each other, and that's a good place to be, right? That's what you want for an in-division opponent. I just hope he stays healthy, feels good, and all you can ask for is incremental progress every single time he's out.
Yeah. I like this. A few more comments, by the way, to completely shift gears back to the store. Siege Root saying Dodger drip for the collection. We got to have that drip, as the kids say. OCJ, that's a lot of gear. Oh yeah, we got you taken care of. Shout out to.
If we're gonna do it, we got to do it, right? Like if we're gonna put gear together, it's got to be like
go hard in the paint.
Anything that you could possibly ask for. I'm gonna get my car wrapped in it. I'm gonna get big old Dodgers Territory.
Might be a little blinding.
Wrap on the car.
What's going on, Mario? Good to have you guys all in the chat with us, by the way. One final super chat, and we should probably sign out of here. Vault Hunter 91 says Ohtani did not deserve to be hit by the pitch. I will die on the hill that was fully intentional. But this Padres team is fully intentional.
I don't know, man. I think that's just pretty dumb. That's a pretty dumb move. Whether it was intentional or unintentional, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but that's just dumb.
They're trying to create that. They're trying to give themselves momentum by creating that kind of drama. You know how much the Padres love manufactured anarchy against the Dodgers. That's just a fact. Somebody clip that. Padres fans are going to be pissed.
There's just certain moves that are not. That's like if you're dating somebody or you're married to somebody and you get divorced and then you marry that girl's sister. Like there's just some moves you don't make. There's just some things you don't do.
There's a little bro code
that's
in there?
That's a bad analogy. But the point is, like, there's certain things you don't do. And that's hitting Shohei Ohtani is one of the things.
Yeah, I agree. Don't hit Shohei. But also, who else are you going to hit in that that situation. By the way, we do have a poll on the live chat right now on YouTube asking, was Shohei hit on purpose? Go ahead and mash that yes button because he was. And I'm very curious to see what like the post game clips or quotes that are coming out, because the Padres also love to get their quotables in there. A lot of great people that do cover that team. Better people that cover the Dodgers. But anyways, listen, people are here. We got to hang out a little bit more.
Noah, what's up? Reasonable and Padres are two different things, Alanna. Yeah, I get it.
But be happy. You spelled your name right.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you. I should give him $1.99 for spelling my name right, because my name gets spelled wrong all the damn time. Your thoughts of play where Tatis takes
his foot off the bag.
I mean, I just think Tatis's head is never in the game. I just don't ever think he's 100% there. I really don't. Yeah. He just doesn't play fundamental baseball. He hasn't his entire career. I mean, he's in the big leagues because he's unbelievably talented, but I don't feel like he puts an ounce of like legitimate effort into like playing the game the right way.
I'm waiting for Padres, like all the Padres podcasts and everything to clip so many things from this show tonight. We're going viral tomorrow, most likely, because people love it when the Padres lose. And yeah,
I mean, how many times have I gone viral because of something I've said about the Padres and the Dodgers? I don't.
At least you're on the right side of it this time.
I'm always on the right side of it.
By the way, Bronny's in the chat with us here. Scotty's here for us.
Go to bed,
the debates. Do any of you East Coast people go to sleep?
Yeah, by the way, can we get some freaking post-game shows when the Dodgers are like at least in the central time zone? Is that possible?
5:40 next week, Colorado, guys. Be sure to tube in.
That's a dub.
That's a dub. Easy dub. I don't know. It's in Colorado. And I really hope Clayton Kershaw don't even go to Coors Field. I don't want to see Clayton ever pitch at Coors Field again. This is an entirely different conversation I was having with somebody a couple days ago, because we're trying to time his 3,000th strikeout, and there's a high likelihood it's coming against the Houston Astros on 4th of July or just after at Dodger Stadium.
By the way, that's don't forget 4th of July. Astros are in town. The Dodgers are hosting them. 4 tickets and free parking in section lot I. Again, all of the money goes to Guidry's Guardian Foundation. You can create a free account at Guidry's Guardian, at 32auctions.com/HoustonLAD, HOULAD. All the money goes to dogs in need. But yeah, wouldn't that be something if Clayton could get his career strikeout number 3,000 against the Astros on the 4th of July? Fireworks on the field. Fireworks off the field.
Because if it doesn't happen, he should... when is he? He should be pitching again either Friday or Saturday this week, and then we'll end after this. I know it's very late for you. He should be pitching again, against the Nationals this weekend, and then a start in Kansas City. And if he gets this 3,000 K in Kansas City, I will be so disappointed. I will be so incredibly disappointed.
Listen, I mean, of course you want it to be in front of the home fans, but I hope that
we all deserve it.
People understand the greatness that is Clayton Kershaw and how blessed we have been to watch his career all in a Dodgers uniform. And I hope that wherever he is, that fans will appreciate what they're witnessing. Of course, I want it to be at Dodger Stadium, but all I care about is that Clayton gets it. And if he gets it, it means he's healthy, and it means that he's pitching, and that would be great. By the way, 95% of the poll on YouTube think that Shohei was hit on purpose. So I guess I'm the 5%. I would like to think that they're not that stupid.
It's the Padres. Clip that one too, Padres fans. Shout out Talking Friars. I know my boy Richie and DeVore is watching that show as well. But it's about time we send off. Great show tonight, guys. Hopefully y'all enjoyed.
Yeah, we had a really, really good turnout, you guys. Thanks for being here. 340 live right now. We appreciate you guys very much. Clint and I will be back as normal on Thursday. We'll talk all things this series and many more things. And good night, everybody. And go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers. Bye.